And we are back. It is August 2024. Some may call it the Sunday of summer. Things are kind of winding down, getting cool up here in New England. It is definitely a cool week. We're staying at temps in the low 70s. I do not mind it at all. I'm loving the sweater weather, coming a little early this year. Might be, back in the 80s next week, but I'll enjoy it while it lasts. Much better and helpful in shipping chocolate, that is for sure. But let's discuss some August Flight Club contents in this little intro piece. We have some great new chocolates for you, and they've actually traveled from the other side of the world to get here. Probably one of the farthest places you can procure chocolate from, and it is the great nation of New Zealand. Here we have a double feature from Hogarth Chocolate. If you can see this here, I think you can. We are highlighting one of their monsoon chocolates, which is a 66% dark, and their buttered toast and sea salt milk chocolate. Before we get into those and our, opening up videos, we're going to talk a little bit about Hogarth, kind of how their brand came to be. So Hogarth is from Nelson, New Zealand, and uses highest quality cacao from all around the world in small batch, award-winning bean-to-bar formats. They roast, sort, crush, classify, winnow, grind, conch, age, melt, temper, mold, and wrap by hand. I hope you had your notepad out because they're doing all the steps in the process. Tough to keep track of sometimes. But they were founded by Carl Fazer, who kind of at a younger age of 16 became a sailor. He was traveling throughout the Pacific, just doing sailor things on obviously sailboats, and lasted in this industry for about 20 or so years. And after his 20 years at sea, he took some time to go to university to study. And after graduation, he took an overseas experience where he traveled to various countries around the world. He actually met his soon-to-be wife in Buenos Aires and at first discovered cacao in Guatemala. I say that with quotes as, obviously everyone knows chocolate and cocoa, but it's so different from what you find in the regular store versus, these high-quality single-origin cacao beans. It's kind of night and day if you put them next to one another. So upon trying this Guatemalan cacao, he basically looked into how to try to make chocolate from bean to bar on his own. And after some time, Hogarth was born and now produces globally recognized chocolate. So, as mentioned, we have a couple, Hogarth chocolate bars that we're highlighting this month. This is the Monsoon 66% dark chocolate bar. It is single origin Ecuador and uses chili, ginger, lime, and lemongrass. Kind of a Southeast Asian curry concept that is infused into a dark chocolate. This also uses the Nacional genotype of cacao. And next up, we have the Guayaquil, Ecuador, also using the Nacional beans, which is a 48% milk chocolate with buttered toast and sea salt. This is kind of an homage to some of the classic New Zealand breakfasts where you'd have butter and salt on some rye toast, and they have teamed up with Vogel's bread from New Zealand to kind of infuse little bits and pieces of some buttered toast that has sea salt sprinkled in, all infused in this 48% milk chocolate bar. Super excited to get into these and do some openings, but let's cover what else is in this package just in this intro. So we've had Nirvana chocolate before. This is a 72% dark chocolate bar, single origin, Dominican Republic. This is their triple nut medley, which has pistachios, almonds, and walnuts, kind of, the best nuts that you'd want in a dark chocolate. They're encapsulated in this blend. Nice, smooth chocolate with a crunchy inclusion. And next up, we also have from Guayas, Ecuador, from Amano Chocolate, their Citrus Melon Choy, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm still working on my French. I know it's been a couple of years. I was too busy learning Japanese over the winter before I'd gone to Japan, but either way, I will continue to work on my French. Get that Duolingo running. So this is a 63% dark chocolate bar, which obviously what goes well with chocolate? Citrus. This chocolate's actually using yuzu, tangerine, grapefruit, and then little pieces of orange as the inclusion. And this citrus combo mixed with this dark chocolate is out of this world. One of the best citrus combos I can say I've had up to this point. And for our in-flight treat, we are actually going with another Guittard Couverture disc option. So this is La Nuit Noire, which I'm better at pronouncing in French. And it's a 55% dark wafer. So it is a couverture, which means it has a much higher cocoa butter content in its composition. Technically intended to be melted and molded into, chocolate bars or bonbons or other confections. But this is phenomenal, semi-sweet, dark snacking chocolate as it is. You could bake with it. You could put it in cookies, brownies, cakes. It is a bigger size than your traditional chocolate chip. But, we want to continue to give you some options that you can't otherwise get out there, literally anywhere. Good choice all around for pastry use or just snacking. If you bring this to the movie theater, everyone eating those snow caps will be like, what do they got over there? That looks pretty good. I'm about to go to a movie tonight, and you guess what I'm bringing? This La Nuit Noire chocolate from Guittard. Super excited, and I cannot wait. We'll begin to incorporate some more couverture options to taste as these months progress, especially throughout the fall, as they're hard to come by, and why not give you some of the best chocolate in the world, literally, whether you want to snack on it or try to use it in some application or baked good. Totally up to you, but it is some of the best chocolate out there, and stoked that you'll be some of the first to try this new tasting opportunity. That just about covers our intro piece for our August 2024 Flight Club, and we're about to tap into each of these chocolates, do an unboxing, some quality control, and see what this is all about. As always, you know the deal. Eat, sleep, breathe chocolate. Cheers.